Hey, it's Kat here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this absolutely gorgeous chunky baby blanket, the perfect gift for a new baby. Let's get into it. We're going to start off with some super chunky yarn. This is Paintbox Simply Chunky in paper white and a 10mm hook. I will link both of these below for you. We are going to start with a slip knot. And pop our hook through. We're going to chain 72. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm really excited to be making this because my friend who has been trying for a baby forever has just got pregnant, and I know she's having a baby girl, so I really want to give her something that means a lot from me and my family, just to say congratulations and to let her know that the baby's going to be being thought about and cared for from outside the home as well as inside. Alright, so we have our chain, our foundation chain of 72, and now we're going to start row 1 by working into the second chain from the hook, which is this one here. We're going to do half double crochet into this stitch. Half double crochet is exactly this, and this is the stitch you'll be using the whole time. You want to just get your hook and yarn over. Then you want to go straight into that second chain through this hole here. Then you want to yarn over again, so grab some yarn and pull it through until you have 3 loops on your hook. And then all you're going to do is yarn over again and pull through all 3. So grab this yarn and pull it through all 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. So this is your first stitch, okay? And then all you're going to do is that same thing all the way along the row. Where you go into, you can see where this stitch, you have kind of 3 bits here where your yarn is going into, where you've pulled through those 3. Where this one is going into, that's the stitch that you've just been into. So that's number 70 there, okay? So you're going to move down the line to the next stitch, which is number 69. Yarn over, go into that stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, and then you're going to pull through all 3. It does not get more complicated than that, I promise. Okay, and then you can see you've then gone into that stitch there. So the next one along is going to be this one. Let me know in the comments if you have any problems with this, and I'll be happy to help you. So you've got 3 loops again, pull through. It's going to do this with you. Pull up a loop and pull through. I didn't get my coffee today. What's going on here? Okay, so it's looking good. This is row 1, remember, and it's looking great. Already we can see a nice even row here. And although she's having a girl, I just think white is beautiful, and I know my friend likes neutrals as well, so really hoping that she'll like this. We had enough pink with the Ariana Grande cardigan, didn't we? Which I'm actually going to be using that to make a blanket soon for my daughter's room. I'll link the video here if you want to see me making a cardigan in this exact yarn. Okay, I'll meet you back when you've done the first row, okay? I'll meet you at the end, and then I'll show you what to do then. All right, we're coming to the end, so we have 2 more to go. Ta-da! This is a really tiny one, but it's still there if you can see it. Ah! Too tight. All right, so now we've finished row 1. And we have a piece of material that looks like this. It is about just over 1 meter long. And now we are going to start with row 2. So this is the end of row 1. All we're going to do is chain 2. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then we're going to turn around. Okay, so turn the whole piece around so you're looking at the back of what you've just made. Row 2 until the end is all the same. So once you've got this, you are absolutely golden. You can do whatever you like and you will be able to successfully make a blanket. So you've done this row already. All right, and the only thing that's different about row 2 than row 1 is you're half double crocheting in only the back loop. So I'll show you, this is the top of the stitch here. Instead of going into through here, you're going to just go in and up like this. So you're only going to go through one of these loops, and that's what makes that nice ribbed effect. These 2 chains here count as 1 stitch in this row. So when you turn it around, it looks like you've already made a stitch here, and that would have gone in this stitch. Okay, so leave all this out, don't worry about that at all. You're going to start in this one. So I'm going to really slowly go through it with you. You're going to do the half double crochet like you have done before. So yarn over, and you're going to go into this loop here. So we're going to go in and up, grab the yarn and pull it through. And you have 3 loops on your hook. You are nearly there. All you've got to do is get this and pull it through all 3 of those. Okay, like so. Excellent. So now you've technically got your first 2 stitches in row 2, and you're going to do this all the way along. Now where you've gone into that back loop, they'll start kind of jutting out for you, so it'll be easier as you go along. It'll be easier for you to see where to go, and then it will just become second nature. You won't even think about what you did before. I crochet ribbed effect all the time. I actually have a really good video on this, how to crochet to look like knitting, and it's essentially what I'm doing here. I will link it here for you. So for rows 2 to 45, or however long you want to make your blanket, you're just doing this. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions at all. When you get to the ends, all you've got to do is chain those 2 and then turn, as you did before with row 1. The only other thing I'll show you is how to join the next piece of yarn in this situation, because I do them in the middle. Some people wait till the ends, and I have been trying that, but when you've got such a thick yarn, you don't really have much of it. So you want to make the most of it, and it's more expensive than other yarn, so you want to really make the most of it. So you want to do that all the way along. When you get to the end, you want to chain 2 and just repeat row 2 until you have 45 rows. Now we've done quite a few rows, I'm going to explain how to join the next skein of yarn. So we're going to do half of the stitch. So yarn over, go into the back loop and pull up. And then instead of grabbing this piece, which is the old piece, you put that to the side, and then you will grab onto the new piece and pull it through all 3. So now you've got hold of the new piece, and you're just going to carry on with this for another stitch or 2. And then what I do is just kind of tie those 2 together so it's completely secure. And then you can weave them in. You can do that in a double knot just for belt and braces, and then when it comes to it, you can weave them in at the ends, because I've got these other little bits that I'll show you how I'm going to weave them in, and then just carry on as if nothing has happened. So when you get to the end of your blanket, hurrah, you're gonna just go in that last stitch, and then in the very end, and pull up through those 3. Okay, so now we have that. This is right at the end of our piece, and we're just going to cut an end and then pull this all the way out like this, and then we can weave it in, and whatever that means to you. I'm going to take that in like that again and kind of tighten it so it forms a little knot. You can tie another knot, or you can just kind of weave it in through here, through like that, and then kind of where it's coming out, just chop, and there you go. You can also, if you really are being ultra fussy, you can kind of sew it as well, but that's all good for me. And then you've got a nice corner there. So now we have to tidy up all the rest of our blanket, like where these bits are. You really want to make sure that's nicely tucked in. So there we have it, guys. I absolutely love this so much, and I hope my friend does as well. All the materials are linked below. I will also link the pattern for you below. If you liked this video, then you're going to love this chunky baby blanket video where I use 1 skein of Banat Big blanket yarn, and it takes no time at all. I'll see you there.